So yeah, I think it's time to either decide to go into Kingdom Hearts 3 or just give up on... What's this? 280 missions. I mean, I'm very close. I think I can totally go there. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Maybe Union X? Huh, I don't know. I mean, it shows that it's after, but before, I mean, it's after BBS on... It doesn't make sense because, well, I think they try to make like, oh, this is like a timeline of events. For the most part, yeah, it's a timeline for events. Because they even put the game that came off before Kingdom Hearts, the original one. But this should be connected to BBS. But no, BBS is shown here at the same time that DDD is, so it's confusing. Yeah, makes no sense. So I don't know if this is supposed to also connect to the timeline. Less questions, more playing. This song is very relaxing too. This is like the second time that I was into Traverse Town. The first one being in... Well, I need to change teams, Okay, now I got Team Days. I mean, 3D. Why did I say Days? Oh my god. Anyway. Everything should be going very well. In theory. Forcing my chunker to kill other chunkers. I know they try to make them evil looking, so we don't feel as bad about killing them. But come on, they're still adorable. Some of them are more adorable in their more nightmare forms. It's not like, for example, they made like a zombie puppy. When you are in a game about zombies and then suddenly there is a dog that is zombified and it's missing like pieces of its flesh, it's very angry and it's going to bite you and kill you. It's rabid, it's ugly. No, this is just a recolor. And they are still very bouncy and they're wiggling their tails. How are you supposed to kill this? I used to think it was the best Kingdom Hearts game. I still like it a lot. It was my first taste into what a 3D Kingdom Hearts game that doesn't look like shit will be like. And it has also his own worlds and stuff, so, you know, it's not about time. It's very fun for me, but a lot of people don't like it because it's mostly like BBS again. And I can get the feelings about, you know, playing BBS again after they don't like it because of the entire system of, you know, the system of this thing, I always forgot it, of the command deck. But the thing is that bosses in this game are a lot more fair than BBS bosses, because BBS expected you to rely a lot on the command deck. In this game, the best part are not the bosses, are the enemies. And the bosses are all well designed, in my opinion. Even Jon Xehanort, yeah, I said it. Except the part where he just goes into the clock form. No, that's BS, I can admit that much. But hear me out. I think the intention was that the fight at least had one reset. Why? Well, because they already knew that the player might not be able to kill him, since they had, like, after their time rewind, his HP is being cut like almost in half. And that's my evidence. Well, they expect people not to be able to be killing him the first time around, so instead of saying, oh, yeah, that's roughly, no, they instead allowed people to continue the battle. What I'm trying to say is that the battle, in my opinion, in my head,
knew that Sora and Riku
needs one reset.
had a lot to learn before they could stop Master Xehanort. So he prompted them to take the Mark of Mastery exam.
That's a very happy song for this game.
The exam required the two to dive into sleeping worlds and reawaken them by unlocking their keyholes. But an unfortunate encounter caused Sora and Riku to be flung into different worlds. Fighting alongside benevolent dream eaters, or spirits, they carried on. Suddenly, a boy in a black coat appeared.
What I'm doing, I don't know. But yeah, hear me out. That boy there, Jon Xehanort, his fight, I am very sure you're supposed to repeat it. And it's because it's more fun. And he's supposed to be like the final boss. It's obvious that you are supposed to, you know, struggle a little. But people has the ability to make it much shorter, so they expected the fight to be made like that. And people rush to try to defeat the clock. The thing is that if they do, they will die. And since they will die, they will not only need to reset the fight once, but at least 3 times now. Because next time they will be more careful, and he will reset time. Meaning, people will be very mad. But his counterable, his moves aren't going to just destroy you, right? He has patterns. And so does every single boss, in my opinion. Like, let's go for Hako Monkey. He jumps, he throws his punches. He can be staggered after that. His version where he becomes more like a magician Hako Monkey with Riku, I can say, yeah, it's annoying. Huh? This is my grandma bringing me a hamburger for some reason. And I didn't lose the return. Good. So that was the nice meal. My grandparents just made handmade hamburgers. Gargoyle can be very intimidating because you cannot block him in the air, but every single move is very easy to dodge if you just glide away. And in his ground version, he will stagger if you don't allow him to hit you by blocking his attacks. Chill Lobster, or I don't know what the names are. Okay, the scorpion thingy. That boss, well, yeah, it's a little harder and more annoying. No, never mind that. That's a very bad design boss. Okay, I am seeing the flaws in my logic now. Tron is very easy to manage. His only gimmick is turning the stage upside down. And even then it's very easy to counter that thing by just turning your controller upside down. Or it was for me when I was playing the 3DS. It's a lot harder to just turn your gamepad or your game controller. I don't know how to call them. What is a gamepad? I need to search that after this stream. What's next? Oh, the Mantis. Yeah, the Mantis is a little annoying, but it's very easy to manage. It's a little gimmicky. I do not like the part where you fight every single enemy at once. It feels very annoying because you just defeated every single one of them. And you just defeated at that point one of them and you still are forced to fight them again. At least you don't have to fight them, you know, on both versions of the character. Just one of them. But still, it isn't the decision. Pete isn't a bad fight, isn't too amazing either. You can easily counter every single attack of the Beagle Boys. The mole is very annoying, but it's also very easy just to counteract his attacks. What else? The freaking Sorcerer Bird. I hate that thing with all my heart. But it's very easy to manage if you just understand that you don't have to rush the fight, like I did. And it was mostly the brooms that I just left alive because I didn't think they would be an issue. Until every single one of them will do a freaking thunder on Sora that trucks me across the entire stage. And not just that, it's the way that the flow motion part with Spelican is made, that it feels like you can never dodge some of the attacks. What's that? It sounds like... Listen closely to the melody. No, now it's before it's this like... This sound is almost like water is falling onto something. On a cave. Why a cave? I don't know. It's how my imagination is trying to make sense of it. I don't despise or love this song. I feel it very relaxing and also very ambience-like. I don't know, it's cool. Nice, full chain, I think. It's still funny. I still don't think this is how the metaverse will just be like. I mean, what was the intention? Just to think... I mean... in Tron movies, I know this looks like futuristic and everything, but think about from the user perspective. Every single one of these worlds are like very cold and, you know, futuristic, but I don't think many people will like to live in places like this. It looks amazing, but then the blue light will just make you go blind. Because, well, it's supposed to be proved that blue light is harmful for your eyes. Why? I don't know. I just ate the propaganda and bought a pair of glasses that is anti-blue light. Yeah, I feel like an idiot now. I know. But it's supposed to be harmful, so think about that. Imagine being I mean, it's blue. I love blue, but it's a little non-detailed, cold. And even though I love blue, I also love nature, and I love to see stuff like landscapes and stuff like that. So if they make it a place so unappealing for most people, who will even want to be in this metaverse thing? Even when they try to market the Zuckerberg metaverse, they show like very interesting looking places, or well, quote unquote interesting. Not like they show anything that is super groundbreaking, or at least my opinion is not. It's like, do stuff that you could do in real life, just more complicated, or more steps. It's very annoying, it's not safe. I mean, it's not safe for your data and your money, and your security. It's just more complicated for no reason at all. Aside of, oh look, it's cool, it's because it's all virtual, it's all in the internet. So what's the point? No, there is no point. For me, it's all flash and no substance, and it's also like, oh, we do this because we can. what's the end goal? What do you mean there's an end goal? No, there's no end goal. We all want just to go here. We will just leader your life with us, while you pretend to be a cartoon figure with no legs. At least that's how I saw it, because apparently the avatar that you control there doesn't have like a lower torso at all. So what's the freaking point? You're making stuff more complicated. I like this song. Whatever. You're making it somewhat complicated. Require VR headsets, money, connection, internet. You do the stuff that you can do in real life with much less steps, and always being connected to a VR set will be very annoying in my opinion. I can't stomach, and I even like online classes, because I don't have to worry about other people around me. And not just that, everything is recorded, so... So it makes studying much easier for me when I don't understand something from the professor, and I can just go back and see it again. But I had to bet back because no one else liked it. And connections, because connections are so freaking important. I have to go to school and I had to see other people. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, I didn't like it much, going back to school, or, well, university in this case. Having to go on a trip on a subway that is very crowded, while people is just very mean, and stinky, coughing on your face, in the middle of a pandemic. What is wrong with people? Relax. What I'm trying to get to is I don't think it was a good decision at all to just force people to go back to school if they have the option to get to online, because, well, otherwise they will have taken like years for all these things to be part of society, and they will be like, oh, we don't have resources and stuff. But other sources are available now. They have to be adapted to modern standards. So one don't allow some people that really needs or benefits from online classes to do so. Because I know that I understood much more video classes when I could just repeat one lesson 5 times over in the way the professors want me to learn. Because many times also when you are going to the internet, you're taught in another way, and maybe by people that is not qualified, so maybe they are not telling you the truth, or you're just getting information that might be false or outdated too. Or maybe you aren't doing stuff like the professor wants, because, well, sometimes they are like that. Math professors in United States, I've been told that they are very stubborn. So there is some solution. Why aren't they taking the solution? Oh, because they want people to go to those places where they're being indoctrinated to just be part of society. Eat, study, shit, go to bed, repeat. I can follow instructions from across the screen. Can be part of society from across the screen. I didn't have to be always like in the same place to do work. I mean, think about people that has to develop video games, they have to do it from a computer. So it's at least more feasible for them to do so from a computer, in my eyes at least. Better. Yeah, I just remembered to check the week now. But I did. I remembered. It's in my mind. In my mind. My mind. This song is also fun. So yeah, it's very positive so that people can have different ways to learn. And if they don't learn, it's their responsibility and they will fail. And not just that. Oh, that's the issue, isn't it? That people have to be responsible. And we cannot trust people to be responsible. Because we cannot have good things go to people taking shortcuts and fucking society. Damn it. I am the kind of guy that didn't shit on the test on online classes, by the way. Was I tempted? Yeah. But since I had an easier time to learning every single subject that I was being taught, because like I said before, I had the ability to just rewind every single time I didn't understand my teacher. And I just thought, I had this issue where if I lose the thread of the conversation when I'm trying to learn, I will have a very hard time, almost next to impossible to learn the subject. Because for me to integrate knowledge, I need to make like connections in my head, make like these bubbles of information where I connect everything. And if I cannot connect the stuff because I just lost the thread, well, I cannot learn. But if I go there and I just rewind, I can listen to the same thing, I can understand what they're saying, and then just proceed so I can learn everything slowly but surely, instead of having a professor that is just being like blah 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 blah. Do you understand that? No. Oh, bad thing. We don't have enough time. We have to get to the end of the semester, so we cannot afford to repeat stuff ever, you know? I know, I want to slow down so we don't have to repeat the stuff. I will go even faster because we have to get to the end of the semester. Oh, what's that? You want to record the lesson? Too bad. I don't feel comfortable with you recording the lesson because I don't know. Reasons. It happened to me a lot, by the way. It's a very well-known strategy is just to record lessons on your phone. Not by video, but by audio. But a lot of teachers need permission for you to do it. And they will just say no. Why? I don't know. They just say no, and then you don't have any other option just to comply. The issue there is that, well, those teachers are usually the ones that are the worst. Everyone will complain about them, the university will be like, oh no, they couldn't be bad. They are super smart, and I know, it happens way too much that people is very smart, but isn't capable of explaining their knowledge. You get me? It's not the same to be very smart, to be capable of doing lessons at school, or university, or whatever. Giving lectures, just being in front of people and talking is very hard. And it requires different skills from the skills that you need for or doing science, learning history or other stuff. And it's like they don't understand that, or maybe they do understand it, but they want to have the prestige instead of having the quality. Nice. I think I just lost like 3 notes or something like that. I should try to eat my hamburger. It's going to be cold. It has cheese, but it's a normal bread. I pretty much prefer hamburger bread because this is a little more hard and, you know, it's not the same kind of flavor in the end. It's not that, just saying. It also feels nicer to be able to eat the bread. I mean the hamburger with that bread, because it goes much nicer with mayonnaise and ketchup. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, online classes. You know what is the other thing that is much better? Concentration. Every single time I went to school, and now university, I had classmates that just didn't or couldn't shut the freak up. And it affected me greatly because, well, I needed to concentrate. But no, I had to listen to the gossip about Benjamin and Enrique and also about the rest and Connie. No, I had to listen to all the gossip. I couldn't just concentrate about the lessons. And what they will do after is copy on the text, so they wouldn't even be bothered to pay attention. And what about homework? They will just copy the homework from someone else. So with online classes, I don't have to even What the freak was that written there? I thought I was gonna die. But yeah, university is pretty much the same. A lot of people just talk at the back. And I know they might be, yes, bored of the class or something. But the thing is about university in my country is that most universities, well, except mine maybe, has something amazing called do whatever the fuck you want, except copying. That means that you will basically just don't go to class. You don't want to go to class. Enjoy the day. You want to enjoy the day, but then responsibility is yours. The thing is that in my classes, you have just to enter the class, sign a paper, and then you can do whatever. But people for some reason stays on the class. They don't want to pay attention. They don't want to hear the lecture. I still class. Just talk. Why? Why? What's the frick? What's the point? Like, I don't understand it. There is no reason for that behavior.
Sora and Riku continued traveling from dream to dream. However, the cloaked boy, Ansem, and Xemnas appeared everywhere Sora and Riku went, misleading them with every encounter. Meanwhile, Mickey was caught up in one of Maleficent's schemes, but he was saved by Lee, formerly known as Axel, from Organization 13. Master Yen Sid agreed to make Lee a Keyblade wielder to catch Xehanort off guard in hopes of defeating him.
Over. Awesome.